There's a new great Stan original film. It's called Transfusion.
We're all just men. We're not invincible. You just gotta keep your line.
What are you doing?
I'm a sales rep. Get you to check out some of the specialist muscles. What about you? You still doing the same thing?
It's what we're good at, Corporal.
We're joined now by two of the stars, Sam Worthington and Edward Carmody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
You may have already heard them a little bit just as we came out of the song. We probably should have. That's pretty rookie from us.
I should have used the cough button.
Yeah. We probably should have told you that we're actually coming on air. We're just talking. And we're like, all right, here we go. So, Sam, incredible film. For those who haven't seen the trailer, what's Transfusion all about?
Well, when I first got it, it was described to me as a taut, muscular thriller about a man saving his kid, and I thought that sounded like a really bad Liam Neeson movie. It's not something that I wanted to be involved in. And so after much discussion, what it is, we kind of took this genre and tried to make a really sensitive movie about fathers and sons trying to connect. It's about an SAS man trying to get back into society, and we just wanted to approach it in a very quiet and delicate way.
Yeah, it's not a film you watch lightly, that's
Ed,
for sure.
Is this your first feature film, correct?
This is my first feature film.
Lovely.
Wow.
So how did you find the whole experience?
I mean, it was the best first experience I could have asked for, really. I was, put into this team of seasoned professionals as a complete novice. There was a very steep learning curve, but, I enjoyed it so much, and Sam's been an incredible mentor.
Ed's one of these guys. He's a natural. It's
right.
very rare. I like coming back to Australia to help new talent come through. Ed, there's no question I wanted to be involved, just off his screen test alone. And the way we did it, we decided we weren't going to rehearse anything. We weren't going to talk about anything. We'd keep takes to a minimum. And I think it evens it out. Therefore, we were after a really authentic movie and a really raw movie. I think taking that approach allows Ed to shine.
It's so funny, like, after watching the film and then seeing you both in here, it feels like you've almost got that father and son connection at the moment, because you're talking about Ed, you're giving him some nice compliments, Sam, and he's like heads down, like, stop it, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
But that's actually fascinating to know, because, like you said, this film is so raw. It's so harrowing.
Yeah.
And Edward, there are some really, really heavy scenes in this film. And it's one of those films where there's not a huge amount of dialogue. How did you go, like, coming from acting school and everything? How did you go with those really, really heavy scenes?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the first one was quite a challenge. I remember struggling for quite a while, and I felt bad because I was holding everyone up. But then it was funny. I felt so bad that I actually started crying, and that's what they got in the scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Really? They got
This is great. Keep rolling the cameras here.
It's an old trick to keep torture the poor kid and then roll when he doesn't know.
So in the film, you play like a troubled kid, bit of a rat bag at school.
Yeah.
What were you actually like at school? Academic? Were you mucking around?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm too close to that description, the one in the movie, but I was alright at school.
You're a good kid.
Yeah.
Even in the movie, it's that's what I liked about it, is that he's not playing a rebel.
Yep.
He's just a kid that's displaced, a kid who's trying to figure out his place in the world, just like his dad is.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't really approach it from that angle. It was more the relationship with Sam.
Yeah, you didn't play me when I was younger.
Were you a rat bag, Sam Worthington?
I wasn't very good, man.
Oh, right. You didn't get expelled or anything, did you?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, all right. Well, I thought we were about to get a hot scoop. Okay, well, the Stan original film Transfusion is streaming on Stan from this Friday and in select cinemas now. Sam, while we've got you as well,
You want to ask me about Belle? I want to give you advice on because I spend time away from my partner a lot.
Oh,
you
okay.
did?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
just for people that just joined us, let me quickly context that. So, Belle, you can explain it because it's your story.
Yeah, look, I've moved over here to Melbourne from Adelaide, and my lovely boyfriend Luke, who was actually a corporal in the army in Afghanistan, like how you play in the film. We're spending time apart, and I did have a bit of a cry on air before, just because it's really hit us how hard it is going to be.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult. When you're doing my job, you're away a lot from your family, and I'm away a lot from Lara. And the way we have a 2-week rule, and I fly back no matter where I am.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But we also FaceTime a lot, all the time, like 4 or 5 times a day.
Wow.
Just for the simple fact of then you feel like you're involved in each other's life.
So
That's how we do it.
Sam,
Yeah. She's sick of me at the moment.
Yeah.
I've FaceTimed her 3 times already.
Yeah, right. So even if you're in the middle of, like a Hollywood blockbuster, Avatar 2, you're saying, sorry, Cameron, give me a breather. We got
Yeah,
2 weeks.
I
I'm
work
coming
it out,
back.
man.
Really?
It's not that. I just fly in and fly out.
Yeah.
So I did
Wow.
a job on, which was like an 8-hour trip away.
Yeah.
And I would get on the plane, fly the 8 hours, spend a couple of hours with her, and then fly back.
That's
Wow.
commitment.
Yeah, because you have to, it keeps it alive. You're connected, and then the FaceTime helps because you're just we're seeing what each other does in their life.
Yeah, and we
But
are
it's
very
tough.
lucky to have that like thing now. We
Yeah,
have
you're not having
FaceTime.
to write letters. Or
Exactly,
anything like
exactly.
that. But it is tough. Yeah, so I feel
Yeah,
for you.
thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
At least
Thank
you've
you.
always got that as well, Luke. Now you go, Sam Worthington's bloody coming home in the middle. Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm giving you 2 weeks. All right. You better get back here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did want to ask you actually, like, because in this film, like, it really did connect with me, Sam. It really did, because I was texting him while watching it. As I said just before, he was a corporal.
Yeah.
He served in Afghanistan. He is a veteran. He has struggled to find work after that. Do you know any veterans for this role? Did you speak to anyone? What was your research for that?
Yeah, we met quite a few of them who are struggling to, they come from such a distinct world where their skill set is highly appreciated, and they do struggle to fit back into the normalcy of life. It's so you're taking a piece of the stories that we heard, and then as well as as actors, you do that as well. We live in these bubbles for however many periods of time, and then coming back to doing the washing and doing the shopping can be hard. So I tapped into a bit of that as well. But yeah, it's tough for soldiers kind of reassimilating back into society. And so we didn't want it to be about the PTSD side of it, just the normalcy of it.
Yeah.
What job do you get when you've been a sniper?
Yep.
Yeah. And and then you get what are you doing? You're a sales assistant, like in the movie.
Yeah.
It's
And
like-
how do you communicate to the normal
Yeah.
world when you've been in such a high
And
pressure
scratching
situation?
that itch, like in this film, scratching that itch of, well, this is
And
all I know.
knowing it's there, knowing that you've got a skill set that you could tap into that could actually help your family. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Transfusion is the film. It's incredible. Make sure you check it out. Before we go as well, there was another interview you did recently, Sam, with a friend of Ben and myself. So we actually used to work at Triple J back in the day, and you had some high words of praise for the station.
Well, I listen to Triple J like you wouldn't believe all the time in America.
Wicked.
Yeah, all the time. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't found the Ryans. I got all the Ryans merch.
That's
the other
great.
day.
I love that.
them. I love that band.
Obviously, you're a massive Nova guy. Who's your favourite artist we play on Nova 100?
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah!
Is that right?
It was lovely having you in this morning. Ed, Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for having us.